Hey guys, it's Dayang and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been so long, yeah, but hey, I'm here and I'm sitting down right here filming a video for you guys, a beauty related video, because I know that I've been uploading a few vlogs recently, and in one of my vlogs I did mention that I'm not going to upload any beauty related videos, but I'm here. So basically, I'm not going to promise you guys that I'll be uploading frequently in terms of like beauty related and vlogs as well, but I will try to upload as much as I can. So during my free time, I'll try my very best to film and upload as much as I can. So today is going to be a favorites video, and it is going to be my October favorites because it is already November. So let's just jump right into the part. First up, I have this Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation, which I am actually honestly really shocked that I do enjoy using this foundation a lot. I feel that the coverage for this foundation is not the highest. It does not have a very full coverage, but I feel that for an everyday wear, and especially so if you have oily skin, this is not bad. I wouldn't say that this is super mattifying, because when I put it on, I do see a little bit of glow on my skin. It kind of helps to control the oil somehow. This foundation is not especially like super matte, like you know, your Fenty foundation, no. And in case if you're wondering, I am actually using in 120 Classic Ivory. Yup, I know, I'm using in Classic Ivory. And no, it's not a foundation that I have on right now, but I do really like this foundation. For the past few vlogs, while I was getting ready, this was actually the foundation that I was putting on and applying in those vlogs. And I normally use a brush, like not a flat top kabuki, just something that is not as dense, to just work the product into my skin, and it's perfect for an everyday. I also have another foundation. This is new, and finally I have decided to just hop into the bandwagon and try it for myself, because I know a lot of people say that this is such a good foundation for oily skin. And this is the Huda Beauty Foundation, the Faux Filter High Coverage Cream Foundation. And I know a lot of people were just complaining at how expensive Sephora SG charge all of the Huda Beauty products, because you can actually get it at a much more reasonable price. I wouldn't say reasonable, because Huda Beauty is actually quite expensive. Cheaper price from any of the other blog shops, like I heard like Cult Beauty. I'm not too sure whether Beautylish has Huda Beauty. You guys can actually check it out. All of those like blog shops, and in fact some Instagram sellers, they actually sell the foundations at a much more affordable price, and they actually, like, you know, advise not to get from Sephora SG. Well, I got mine from Sephora SG. You know, in Sephora app, you can actually get yourself sort of color matched based on whatever foundation that you have in your collection. So they keep, like, no matter what foundation I put inside that shade comparison thingy, they always give me this shade, which is in Chai 210B. I told myself, you know what? Just go for it, which I did, and I got it in Chai. The undertone is not exactly very yellow. I don't know, I would say that it's between a yellow and a neutral, which is kind of olive undertone, if I'm not wrong, when I have really like applied it at the back of my hand. Okay, anyway, this is a foundation that I have on right now. I kind of feel that it is a very good match for me. I did not apply anything over here. I just applied it on my face, and I have some bronzer going on. So I'm not sure whether in camera it looks okay, but in person, I think it looks fine. And I feel that this foundation, it does not oxidize as much as my other foundations, especially the Fenty one. Oh my god, the Fenty one like oxidizes on me like crazy. And as far as how it holds up on my face or my skin, I feel that this foundation is very long lasting. You know, one of the days I actually had this foundation for like almost 15 hours, and by the end of the day, I feel that my foundation still looks amazing. Of course, my oils still seep through, but then again, all other foundations actually do the same for me, but it does help to control the oil a little bit. I still have to like blot my skin after a couple of hours, you know. If you guys want me to do like a review and demo video on this foundation, yeah, please. I do have a few concealer to share with you guys. First one is an oldie but a goodie. This is not from my collection because my sister got it for me while she was in Bangkok like a couple of months ago. This is the Collection Lasting Perfection Ultimate Wear Concealer 16 Hour. For those of you who have actually followed me for a while now, you guys know that this used to be my holy grail concealer back in the days when it was still available in our local Watsons. So my sister went to Bangkok like a couple of months ago, and I told her to pick this up for me, and she got me in the shade Cool Medium number 2. Okay, the thing about this concealer, this shade in particular in number 2, it turns out to be a little bit peachy orangey on me, so I can't use it to like conceal my whatever that I need to conceal. So instead, I actually use this as a corrector, which is great because this blends so beautifully and the coverage is amazing. So in case if you know anyone who goes to Bangkok, right, please get them to like buy this for you because it's good. And if I'm not wrong, after the conversion, it is about $12 per tube. My cousin is actually going to Bangkok, so probably I'll get her to buy this. I have 2 concealers to share with you, which I normally apply on top of the collection one. First one, the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Okay guys, I just have something to say. Like, how come I do not hear anybody talking about this anywhere on YouTube? Like, maybe there are like a couple, but I don't hear people raving about this at all, which is sad because I feel that this is such a good concealer. Recently, they have actually come up with a lot more shades, and when I got it, it was still the old shade, which is in light 20, and I believe that right now they have actually changed the numberings and the shades and all. So if I'm not wrong, right now if I were to buy a new one, it would be in number 18. Oh shucks, I am almost out of this, which is sad. I'm like all the way down here, guys, all the way down here, because this is such a good concealer. I use this to apply as my under eye concealer. Did I use this for my blemishes? Probably I did, but I can't remember because yeah. So this is great for the under eye area, and I would definitely like make a repurchase if I were to order more products from ColourPop's website. As for now, I have been using another product which I'm going to share with you right now. This is the new Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Super coverage, and I got it in the shade Vanilla. I love to use this for my under eye area. It really brightens up my under eye area, and I actually in fact use it to conceal my blemishes. A lot of people mention that this is actually a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which I'm not sure whether I have to agree on that, because the Tarte Shape Tape is an amazing concealer, by the way, but it's just that it is a little bit thick and it dries down pretty fast, so you have to work with it quickly. Whereas this one, the coverage is amazing as well, but it is a little bit more hydrating in my opinion. So both are equally good, but I feel that since this is more easily available for us Singaporeans in Singapore, because you can buy this from Sephora, I would kind of prefer this a little bit more just because it is more easily accessible. But I still love both concealers no matter what. So yeah, I would recommend this if you are planning to try on a new concealer. Okay, I have a couple more of face products. I have a bronzer, blush slash highlighter to share with you. First one is actually the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and this is in the shade Deep Bronzer. I'm not sure whether you guys can actually see that I do have a little bit of like bronzing going on my face. I'm not sure whether it's even obvious. So this is actually the bronzer that I have been using for the past 2 to 3 months, and I love the smell of it. Oh my god. It smells like butter, really, and a sweet butter. I don't know whether that even makes any sense. And unfortunately, this is not available in Singapore, but I got mine from Johor actually. Because Physicians Formula is available in Johor's Watsons. So I got it there, and if I'm not wrong, this costs about 60 ringgit, thereabout. It's about 20 Singapore dollars. You may want to try getting it from iHerb because it is available as well, but it's just that I think it's $20+ if I'm not wrong. I feel that it is pretty subtle, very minimal sheen, and I do like this as much as my Sweetheart's bronzer from Too Faced, because these are very similar, but this smells a lot better. I also decided to try the Butter Blush, which is in the shade Natural Glow. This, however, is a little bit light for my cheeks because the color is super subtle and it has some sheen as well. So what I do is I normally apply my blusher as per usual, like any other blusher. If I want to have like a little bit of that sheen and glow like this one, like over here, so I'll just dip my blush brush in it and I'll just apply it on top of my blusher for like this really healthy glow on my cheeks that's going on right now. Does this smell like butter? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I want to talk about this particular blush which I have been obsessed with. It is also the blush that I have on my cheeks right now. This is the LMK blush in the shade Famous. The packaging itself is like a reminiscent of the Kylie Jenner packaging, which is very similar, honestly. LMK is actually a Malaysian celebrity brand, and she's actually Little Miss Han, which is Nilofar's younger sister. So she came out with like a makeup line of eyeshadows, blushes and liquid lipsticks, if I'm not wrong. And I'm pretty sure it is heavily inspired by Kylie Jenner because the packaging, they are very similar. But I have to say that I really like this blush. It is in the shade Famous. If I'm not wrong, she has 2 shades for blusher. One is Famous, the other one I can't remember the name, but that one, it has some glitters or shimmers in it, which I'm not really very keen. My friend Hidayah, she got this for me while she was in Kuala Lumpur, and she got it from Nilofar's boutique. Nilofer boutique, Nilofer, yeah. She got this for me and I tried it on and I really like the color of it. Like, it is what I have on right now. I'm just so obsessed with it and I can't seem to put it down because this is a blusher that I have on every single day since I got it. So thank you so much, Daya, in case if you're watching. I really like this blusher so much. I have an eyeshadow palette to talk about as well, and this is the Tarteist Pro To Go. Okay guys, I've had this palette for a very long time. I only recently decided to like pull this out of my stash and decided to put it on. Okay, just because I feel that the shades in here, they are so wearable, and the palette itself is a really nice size, especially if you want to bring around for traveling. So this is a palette that I have been putting on my eyelids every single day for the past 2 months. Yep, you heard it right, 2 months. I'm trying to like keep my eye shade a little bit more neutral lately because I don't want my eyeshadows to be too smoky. Okay, whatever that you see right now is actually more than the usual just because I am, you know, filming a video, so I put a little bit more effort in my eyeshadow even though it's not too much. Normally for an everyday wear, I actually put on this shade right here all over my lids. And sometimes if I want a little bit of a slightly darker color, I would actually mix it up with a teeny weeny bit of this shade right here. So they are both dry and crisp. And not only that, I actually use this palette to fill in my brows as well. So if you guys notice, right, recently my brows, they haven't been too drawn up because I have totally stopped using pomades. I've totally stopped using eyebrow pencil because I want the colors on my brows to be like a little bit toned down. I have been using mixture of these 2 shades, which are Drive and Stylin. I actually normally mix these 2 shades and I fill in at the outer corners of my brows, which is the tail end. And for the inner corners, I normally use the shade Drive to just fill in the inner corners of my brows. And this is normally what I get. I feel that for an everyday wear, it's fine. And I really like this palette so much. And you know what? In fact, I can actually bring this along when I go traveling because they do have like 3 shimmery shades. And you can create a lot of different kinds of looks just with these 6 eyeshadows, which is amazing. So lo and behold, I do have a lot of liquid lipsticks to share with you. 5 shades. First things first, I actually want to talk about this liquid lipsticks from Tarte. These are the Tarte Quick Matte Liquid Lipstick or something like that because it's not written anywhere, or probably the names have actually rubbed off. This is the Tarteist Quick Matte Liquid Lipstick or something like that. So I just want to give a shout out to this particular shade in Rose. For me to finish up a particular lipstick or liquid lipstick, it's a very huge deal. Okay, so I have totally finished up this shade. I have so many compliments from people whenever I have this color on. I love it so much. The first time I actually put it on, I thought that the shade was too light because, you know, last time I used to love like all those mauvey kind of shade, but that phase is long gone. I don't normally put on like movie shades anymore for my lips. I mean, they're still nice, but I feel that they are kind of too dark for me right now. And can I just take a moment to appreciate how amazing the formulation of these are. These dry down to a super matte finish. So I won't really recommend to people who have extremely dry lips. Okay, I don't have dry lips, so this works really well for me. Like, even though this is like almost like a nude color, it stays on my lips so well, and I hardly even have to like reapply my lip color because it is so amazing. And if I were to choose my top best liquid lipstick, it would have to be this one from Tarte. I also have another one which is in the shade Low Key. This is a little bit of the muted rose, more of a nude shade. So normally what I do is I apply this on first, and then immediately after I will actually apply either one of these two shades. Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick in the shade Nudist Peach. So it will create a really nice peachy color for my lips, which I am obsessed with right now. This is like my go-to shade every day, and I love it so much. This Nudist Peach on its own, it's amazing as well, but I feel that the color itself is not as opaque as I want it to be. Apart from that, if I don't choose to apply this on, I will move on to the Mid Matte Hue by The Balm in the shade Doting. More of like a peachy orangey shade, which I love. So normally I will either apply this or this on top of Low Key from Tarte. For the last liquid lipstick that I want to talk about is what I have on my lips right now, and it is actually the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte. This is not the best liquid lipstick in the market for me. I kind of like the shade. I feel that it would be even better if it can like tone down the shade by 1 or 2 shades lighter. Anyway, it's nice. It's the kind of color that I like right now, which is very orangey peachy. This is in the shade Bombshell, which I believe is actually very popular. I do have the shade in Trophy Wife, but that is a little bit too purplish and dark for me. I don't really put it on right now, so I gave it to my sister. That one I had it for a very long time. So this is my newly purchased one, and it's what I have on my lips right now. I like it. Not the best, but I like the shade. So I'm down to the very final product that I feel the need for me to share with you guys, and it has definitely changed my life. This is the Vanilla Co Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm. Okay guys, if you guys have actually followed me on my beauty Instagram, you guys may have seen this in my highlights of my Insta story. I raved about how much I really like this cleansing balm. The reason being, I feel that it cleanses my skin super well. Every trace of makeup on my face will be totally removed by this cleansing balm, and I have never really been a fan of cleansing balms until I found this. This is the one in Revitalizing. I don't really like the smell of this as much as the original one, so if I were to repurchase another one, I would definitely get the original one. They say that this is targeted more towards people with oily skin, but honestly I can't tell the difference. I don't use this to remove my makeup for my eyes though, because I don't like the idea of doing this on my eyes. Not a fan of that. I normally use this to remove the rest of my makeup on my face, and my face will be super cleansed after I wash it down with water. Speaking of the original one, this is the original one, the one in pink. It stated there original. I love the scent of this. This was actually the first one I tried, but it's just that this is the gigantic version of this, okay? If you guys can tell the size difference. If you guys are interested to get this, you can get it from Qoo10. For those of you who are not very keen in buying online, I'm not sure whether they are available in Sasa, but I actually saw it at Terminal 4 Changi Airport at one of the shops for the public area, not the transit area. It's the shop where they sell all of the perfumes and Bath and Body Works products. Yeah, it's at Terminal 4, so you may want to check it out. Yeah, I really like this so much. I totally highly recommend this. Alright guys, so we have now come to the end of this favorites video. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed watching my beauty video, like finally, right? So if you guys have enjoyed watching this, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys!